Gift of Life is the largest humanitarian organization providing cardiac care to children in the emerging world. Currently, our global network treats a child with heart disease somewhere in the world every 99 minutes. Gift of Life International began its work in Bolivia in April 2018, when the first screening visit was conducted in La Paz in partnership with Gift of Life 7490. A total of 79 children were evaluated, diagnosed, and placed on a waiting list for treatment. La Paz and its neighboring city of El Alto sit at a towering elevation of 11,000 to 13,000 feet in the Andes Mountains of South America. Those who venture here from lower altitudes literally have their breath taken away and often experience difficulty breathing, rapid exhaustion, headaches, and nausea. You may be thinking, how do children with heart disease survive in these high altitudes? While congenital heart disease occurs somewhat more frequently at high altitudes, the high altitude also acts as a guardian, shielding these children from severe heart and irreversible lung damage. It's as if these children have their own natural armor, allowing their delicate hearts to withstand more than you would think possible. In 2019, Gift of Life returned to La Paz to conduct our first interventional catheterization visit, where a total of 18 children were treated for their heart ailments during this one-week visit. Children like Manuel could not believe that his toes were no longer blue and showed his gratitude to interventional cardiologist Dr. Abe Rothman, who led the visiting team. A few months later, in October 2019, the first surgical Gift of Life team was welcomed in La Paz by Bolivian Rotarians and the staff at Hospital del Niño. This inaugural visit provided a basis to evaluate the knowledge and skill level of the local team in the operating room and intensive care unit. During this visit, we provided basic equipment for the operating room and ICU since the equipment the local team had been using was not reliable. 9 children who had been very ill from their heart defects left the hospital with smiles and thumbs up as they were excited to go to school and play without feeling completely exhausted. A second surgical visit was conducted by Gift of Life in January 2020. During this week-long visit, 10 Bolivian children were treated for their heart defects. At the same time, targeted training began where the visiting Gift of Life team shared their knowledge and skills with their Bolivian counterparts. We had planned 4 surgical visits to La Paz in 2020. Unfortunately, when the pandemic hit, those plans changed due to strict travel bans. However, we continued to work on strategic development from afar and named Bolivia as the next Gift of Life International core program in 2021. In January 2022, our Gift of Life medical teams were back in the air on their way to La Paz, where they were greeted by superheroes and children who had been waiting for 2 years to have their hearts healed. By the end of the week, 10 children who had been hanging on to life by a thread had smiles from ear to ear. 2 more surgical visits were completed in April and July 2022. 10 more children were treated on each of these surgical training visits. Each of these visits focused on the empowerment of the local team through skills transfer and the development of best practices in the operating theater and the ICU. Training is provided at the bedside as well as in classroom-style settings. We also conducted our second cath visit in 2022, this time to Cochabamba. An incredible 19 children had their hearts healed following the long pandemic wait. Approximately 2,000 children are born annually in Bolivia with a congenital heart defect. 60% of those children require either surgical or cath intervention. Sadly, only 5% of them are receiving the life-saving care they require. Children like 3-year-old Jocelyn are all smiles after being given that second chance at life. As we continued the development of the program in 2023, 3 surgical visits healed the hearts of 25 more children in need, turned despair to hope, and answered prayers. As we witnessed more and more children being wheeled from the operating room to the ICU, the capacity of the program was increasing. The local team was now operating children independently between training visits. Our training teams were getting smaller in size as the local team improved the knowledge, skills, and confidence. Completing the criteria to be a Gift of Life core program, Carla Patsy was hired and a local NGO was formed to oversee the program on a daily basis in 2023. Our strategy for 2024 is to move this program to legacy status by continuing the empowerment of the local team and building the capacity of the program at Hospital del Niño. This strategy includes 4 surgical training visits and 1 cath visit. The January 2024 training visit was a huge success in treating 8 children, some with complex heart defects. Additionally, 2024 will see the development of a dedicated intensive care unit which will help increase the number of children treated on a reliable basis. The current ICU shown here recovers children of various ailments, which limits bed space and puts cardiac patients at risk of infection. This area is currently used as a step-down unit and will be the new home of the dedicated cardiac ICU, which is essential to the development of a sustainable pediatric cardiac program. Since 2019, 257 children have been treated through our program in Bolivia. 74 of them were treated by the local team independently. With support from generous donors like you, the new dedicated cardiac ICU will be equipped with state-of-the-art equipment, providing this program the potential to treat 200 children annually, carrying on the gift of life legacy of providing care to children with heart disease in the emerging world for many years to come.